You're live.
No, that's not been there long enough.
Are we gonna put the chat up there?
It's pretty cool though. Let's see if I can
I
like.
was talking to my wife.
I suck at this gimbal.
Are you gonna?
Oh.
Yeah, so do we have to go on our phones to see the chat?
Gotcha.
Yeah, is it gonna come up on the screen
Cool.
or is it gonna be
Hello, bud.
chats?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so he's gonna put the chats on the screen as well. It's gonna be
Okay.
on the up right corner.
Yeah, I just don't know how.
That's what it looks like right now. Did you do that?
Okay, this is a good place. Now I'm starting to see some stuff.
Oh, what?
Hey, Kish, I want to show you something.
Oh,
Or
let
actually,
me-
Vicky.
Oh wait, let's see you. Hold on. There you are.
Let's see.
Ooh, what's that? It's a claw
Oh,
machine.
Oh, jacking my ideas, huh? Where's my cut?
Do you know about biting your style?
About
Because
what?
we do that.
Oh, okay.
Not even that many bugs under that.
Hey, it works.
Yours looks more professional than mine.
Okay, now. Well, you
It's
know,
really
I can tell you
important
the
to put
balls,
everything
though, the
back
balls
the
that
way
we
it
got are
was.
so small, we're just gonna put all
Because you
the
never
stuff
know
at
what
the
it
bottom.
was,
Yeah,
what was
I had the
living
same
there.
problem. The ones that came with it were fine, but I wasn't giving them away. I was
I
having
feel like we're gonna have to
the
go deep
kids,
into the woods.
like take out the prize, and then I was giving them this like shiny little
Kind of a
holographic
weird
looking
thing to look
bag
at, but
to put the toy in, and then giving them that, taking back the little capsule.
some scat from something.
Well, we just opened this thing, so we're not sure how the claw actually
Raccoon?
works.
I don't know.
Does it actually
We
allow
have fox.
you to
We do have
just,
fox in
you
the
know,
area.
Does it really let you grab stuff or no?
Okay.
It should.
Yeah. Tish, look at you.
All right.
That's actually pretty darn cool, Vinny, I must say.
I'm not allergic to poison ivy, so
Got lighted.
I'm not afraid of that.
You want to put the on?
Let's see.
Mm,
See it. Just don't mess up Mark. Yeah, I saw it.
that's soft, very soft. So, all right.
Went underground.
Don't bite me, whatever's under here.
All right. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Nah, see,
well,
okay.
hello. So we got some slugs. I'm not really fond of picking them up. Hello, slug. You want to take a look? So we got a little sluggy slug here. I'll even turn the light on a bit. So there's a slug. There's not much else under
Yeah,
here.
that's what I was doing, trying to put something on Instagram.
What?
My goal today is to try to at least
Promotion.
find a little
You
snake.
gotta promote.
Sometimes if you find salamanders,
Is that better?
they'll be just below the surface, but I don't want to be too rough because you can squish them. Lots of slugs though. Leopardish. No spiders even, that's weird. Okay. That tree's too big for me to lift. So let's go to another location. That was a good one though. That's a good one to lift. Nothing. This one? That's huge. Look how long it goes. I still have to be able to put it back. That's the problem. You got some isopods. So we got a couple of isopods here. Little isopods, which are pretty cool. Oh, jumped right off my hand. Here, I'll put your little home back. There we go. This is more like it. And a bag of doggy poop. Cool. All right. I can already see a hornet. I'm not fond of the hornets, so I'm going to look under this one. All right. Let's see. These are heavy. Didn't think that was going to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Gonna have to put that down for a sec. More slugs. Not even a frog. Gotta be kind of careful of what you are looking for. Oh, look! Got a centipede here, which is kind of cool. See if I can, oh, there it goes. Bye, buddy. Oh, don't come near me, though. You guys are awesome, just not for me. I don't know where it went. There's only so much I can take with those. They're cool though. Just not my kind of pet. Alright. They bite. Let it go. Alright. What does Brian say? We are live. Every morning I freaking hear on the mornings I always hear that. Hello everybody. Welcome to Python Spawn's first live ever with co-hosts Bomb Projects, Kylan and D, and special guest Gershon from GPSnakes.
Hello, hello.
All right.
What's happening?
Introduce yourselves.
This your
Introduce
second
yourselves.
live, though? Didn't you do one? Or this is because I'm like, didn't you do one?
Yeah.
It's like she's busted right now.
I did do
So
one, but that was a different one. It was not like the series. This is our first official one episode. The first episode.
Okay. Episode one.
This is the official episode.
Okay.
The other one was like a pilot. It was a pilot.
Pilot. It was a pilot show.
I like it. I like it.
That's
The
what it
beta
was.
testing. Yep.
And you know how bad that went.
Come on.
Remember how many times we had to restart the beginning?
Yeah, we had to restart how many times? It was ridiculous. So, improvement already that we're actually live.
Understandable. It is difficult. Technology does do a lot of different things.
So for all the people who don't know Gershon, tell them about yourself.
Okay. Just so you guys know, I did get COVID this week. So I'm gonna cough here and there. So don't mind.
You sure
that.
it wasn't monkeypox?
No, it wasn't monkeypox.
All right.
There's not a monkeypox test out yet. That at least I know of.
You can catch that through the computer, so all right, we good.
Okay. Well, my wife is feeding me food. Hi, my name's Gershon. I run the YouTube channel GPSnakes. I breed ball pythons. I also do content on YouTube talking about my breeding of my ball pythons. Also do a live podcast called Under 1,000 Pod, where I bring other YouTubers on and talk to them, interview them, get to know them. It's a great way for me to get involved into the community. I'm an introvert, which it doesn't seem like because you guys see me all the time, but I am. Hey, stop it. But it's honestly gave me a lot more courage talking to people and getting involved in the community more, which I love that fact of that. So I love doing it. I also do another series called Next Up, where I bring someone about to start their YouTube channel on, do a little quick interview with them, introduce them to my audience, and hopefully it becomes their audience, just to kind of give them a little push into the YouTube community space, because it's kind of hard when you're starting out at zero. So this way, hopefully it helps them get a little push and get a couple new subscribers right off the bat. But, you know, all in all, just a ball python breeder, trying to make some beautiful animals, hopefully get them to pay for themselves so the wife won't choke me for spending all this money. But having fun, connecting with people, sharing my passion with other people, and hopefully growing the community in the process in a positive way. And that's what I like to do. And I like nerd stuff. So I'm a big nerd.
Most important question, being that you're an introvert, who inspired you to start your channel?
Oh, so it is a couple different people, and I don't remember their names because I don't think they do YouTube anymore. One,
Nice.
I think they just stopped. They fell out of love with doing YouTube. Like it's definitely a passion you have to keep doing it, or you have to be making money.
And they inspired you to start, and then they
True. I mean, I think they moved on to other things. Life happens. You grow. One person was Jason. I do remember him. He got me super interested in emerald tree boas because he had like 4 different emerald tree boas. He ended up being able to breed them and have a couple of litters. And I just love the way he did his enclosures and like the information he was giving out. It was great. So I was watching him all the time and I was like, I think I could do that. Let me try that. There's another one was this black guy. I forget his name. I wish I'd remember his name. But he was really cool, and it's seeing, you know, black people with reptiles doing it as well. That was really cool to see. But those are 2 of the first people that really got me excited to do YouTube.
It's definitely shocking to know that we're well represented, but you know, we're not visually synced.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a lot of us.
Very true.
Shout out to Nicole from Lady Tiz. You know, that's another one who, without the YouTube, you wouldn't know anything about it.
True.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad to see that. And let's see. So how long, you know, when was the first episode that you started? When did you bust the cherry per se?
Oh, I think it's almost been 9 to 10 years ago. Okay, thank you.
No, I mean the YouTube cherry.
Oh, like when I did my first video?
Yeah.
Like 9-10 years ago. Like my first video was my first ball python that I got. Zuku, I still remember him. I had him for at least 5 years before I let him go. Oh no, 7 years. I did the whole cage setup and everything.
Was he a normal?
He was a normal male ball python.
Super normal from PetSmart.
I actually got him from an actual reptile store, so it wasn't as bad. Yes, it's actually a store.
And they sold you on a normal?
Yeah. He saw that I was just excited about getting into the snakes.
Okay.
And I didn't give him any inclination that I wanted to breed stuff. I just wanted a pet snake.
Now, who inspired that? Was that self-inspired, or you had a friend who had a ball python?
Yeah, I've always wanted snakes. I always wanted a snake, but my mom told me I couldn't have anything that didn't have legs. So
it sounds
I had
like
everything.
A typical black family.
Exactly. I had everything.
Anything you want.
Everything that had legs. I had turtles. I had lizards, iguanas. I even found a lizard outside that I kept for a long period of time.
My bad, guys.
My wife is giving me food.
My
He's
bad.
like, you can do this right now, but you will eat.
I love her for that. She's gonna make sure I eat. She's definitely gonna make sure I eat.
It's okay.
But I had everything except snakes until I moved out. And once I moved out, I was like, I need a snake. I need a snake. Landlord said I could get one at the time. The apartment complex.
You actually asked the landlord?
Yeah, because me and him were cool. We were cool.
You can't be black.
He was very
cool. You're a nerd, and you asked the landlord? Come on, man.
We were very cool, and I didn't want to have to be trying to hide a snake in an apartment. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have to do that.
You're too nice.
It's a snake. They wouldn't have even
I didn't want to
known.
go through that. That's a lot of work.
You're the same person who asked the landlord, could he have a water bed?
You have to
I
ask
didn't
the
want a water
landlord
bed.
And
that?
then you got water bed insurance.
Ask the landlord that.
Just in case.
Just in case. But yeah, when I got the first snake and I started reading up on ball pythons, learning about different morphs and stuff, learning how to breed them. And that just got me so fascinated in trying to breed them. Funny thing though, my second snake was a red-tail boa. It wasn't another ball python.
Oh, you were going to do the hybrid automatic right out the gate.
That wasn't the plan. But then I was like, maybe I could do that. But then I seen that market is kind of not super big. So I was like, just keep them separate. Keep them separate. And then my third snake was a green tree python.
Man.
So yeah.
Do you have any of these snakes left?
I still have the red-tail boa. So here's my rundown of my first 5 snakes before I actually got back to a ball python. First one was a ball python, red-tail boa, green tree python, emerald tree boa, and then I got another ball python spider.
The emerald tree boa.
Yeah, I love that snake.
Geez.
I love that snake.
His head is as big as yours.
Man, I had it as a baby, so I went through the whole color phase change of it. Right. So I love that snake. Unfortunately, the emerald tree boa passed away and the green tree python passed away. So I still have the red-tail boa. She's close to 9 feet now. Eating.
Oh, perfect segue. Go get her.
She actually. Let me go see. Let me.
Oh, he accidentally disconnected.
He must have kicked the cable out.
Or his wife really wants him to eat the rest of that dinner.
Oh,
so, Tish,
man.
Tell us what this Jungle Bob thing behind you is.
So I'm going to get to that later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we're saving that.
We're going to talk about that later. But I had to run out real quick because my dumb self put a sign out there saying chicken eggs for sale.
So you're selling chicken eggs too right now?
That's what I was doing. They rang my doorbell to get a half a dozen. So
that's okay. Kylan and I have a whole skit planned.
Python, spawn, and more.
Yeah, we'll just do our dance and our skit and our comedy act, and we should be good for about 3 minutes.
Oh God.
Let me ask you, how much are you selling the dozen for?
You know, everybody tells me that I need to bring it up because they're free range and they eat organic. I'm only selling them for $5. So
a dozen?
A dozen.
Are you kidding?
I just bought some. I bought a dozen free range eggs from some whatever. They're obviously delicious and amazing, you know. And I think I paid probably that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Kick it up to 10.
The organic and the free range
at the market.
It was
at the market. I paid $7 for those before.
You see? Yeah. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Apparently free range and cage free are completely different. So cage free just means they're in a big building together. Free range means they actually get to go outside. So that's why it's a little bit more expensive, the free range chickens, and then I feed organic.
You got designer eggs, Tish.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently, if I have people knocking on my door. So yeah, one of many things I'm into, little side hustles.
Yeah, speaking of many things, we know you have chickens. What else is in the Python spawn arsenal?
So I got the 8 chickens, 2 ducks, 2 goats, 2 doves, 6 rabbits. Yeah, doves. They're awesome. I'll show them later. I have 6 rabbits, the 2 bitter dragons, 5 leopard geckos, 2 crested geckos, and 2 gopher snakes, 2 king snakes, which I haven't even shown yet. No, I showed one.
And how many bell pythons?
100 and what was the last count? 132? 132. Yep.
Wow. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yep.
Gershon, can you hear us? Uh-oh, you can't. Audio's no good yet.
Not
It's
yet.
connecting.
No.
No, can't hear you. And switch your camera to landscape, man. Come on.
Oh
There you are.
Sean, you're the pro here.
I'm not the pro. This is a different program.
Hey, look. Zoom is not that difficult, guys.
It's a different program.
Bomb
And
Project's
I
got
do-
it, no
Your mic is up
problem.
loud. Your
That
mic is
5-year-old
up
using
loud.
it.
Is it loud?
Yeah, it's a little loud.
Okay, let me see if I can turn it down.
There you are.
Okay.
There we go.
It's already better. Look at that.
Now,
He looks clear, too.
you got an elaborate keyboard, headphones, and all that.
It's not elaborate. Let's see.
Hey,
Which one is it? Nope,
That's
that
it.
is the wrong one.
wait, you have more camera angles?
Right?
I'm using my cell phone, so it has a back camera and a front camera.
Oh, that's why the phone
Well,
looks.
now-
The phone looks good.
Well,
Look
that's
how different
definitely
that
not an
is.
iPhone.
No, it's not an iPhone. It's Android.
It is
Wah,
nice.
wah, wah.
I have an I have an Android too. Hey,
I know.
I know. Let's not hate on Android.
Hey.
Let's not do that.
I will never
it's
switch
do
to
the one
iPhone
right now.
ever.
Do the one.
And then my wife took my food too. She said she didn't like the way it was cooked, so she was gonna go recook it. I was like, oh man, losing everything. So let me go get Toph.
Turn it to landscape so we can get that nice.
Turn the landscape. Let me see. Hold on.
Oh, Android doesn't do that.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Oh.
I
I
just
will
gotta
fight
figure
you
out
on
which
that.
button it is. Settings. Hold on, I have to back out. Try to get it to go in landscape mode.
Oh wait, maybe you were already in landscape.
I think
So
I think
this
he
is-
was.
Okay, there we go.
Smaller or something.
Yeah, it looked like it got smaller from the original.
So this is horizontal right here.
Right? Yeah, no, that's not it.
This is horizontal, and this would be landscape.
Landscape.
Yep,
Okay.
there it is.
All right. That's good enough for government work.
Hold on, I gotta get a different tripod. So 2 seconds.
So are we starting for real at 6?
The logo is back.
Hey,
Hey, this is the beauty of live TV.
exactly. It's unscripted, and that's one thing I didn't want to do here.
Unscripted.
I didn't want to do the typical.
Or in the words of
scripted
Mr.
stuff.
Cusco, uncut.
Mm-hmm. I don't even have anything. I have no questions, nothing.
Oh, hey, Tish, tell us about these tags on the tubs.
Okay, so these tags or those tags? I have different tags.
No, right there on your, yeah, right there on your right side. Yeah. What are these little green and
So-
orange and black?
Blue is in shed. See, it's a little, over here. It's a little snake. It's in shed.
So you got track.
What?
Oh,
Sounds like somebody took a bong rip.
No, he's coughing. Oh, there we go.
COVID.
Black.
Just a COVID cough.
That's all right.
Black means they're close to ovulation.
What about these clips? This orange and green clips?
Red, I'm getting there. Red
Oh,
is that they didn't eat, so they're like bad eaters. So I have to make sure
Okay.
that they eat first. Left of the, over here. Left corner, over here. On the left, if it's orange, means they didn't eat. Flip it over to green. To the right, means they ate.
nice, nice.
That's my little system.
Pretty efficient. I see, Gershon, you have some colors on your tubs too. That male and female.
Yeah. It's just male and female.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, I can say you're entertaining. I can tell you that.
This is all new technology to me. Yeah, it's just male and female telling you either the ID number or the snake's name. I'm the only one that does stuff in here, so I kept it real simple just in case I had to tell my wife to go grab a snake or go do this or help me out here, which she still would tell me no. So I'm pretty much gonna go over there anyway. So just in case she does have to do something, it's real simple for her to go get the right one and know which one to get. Make it easy.
Simplicity.
Yep.
Hey, Gershon, do you have multiple microphones?
I might. So
I think you're on your phone mic now. You sounded much clearer before. But if it's
okay.
No big deal, don't worry about it. But...
Yeah, I had my phone hooked up to a microphone, and sometimes it comes off. Let me see.
Is that Vinny?
That was Vinny. I know.
The elusive Vinny?
The famous hand. The occasional foot. So these tags is what I'm switching over to completely.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So in the back,
is that erasable, like a chalkboard or something?
So this is chalkboard on the back, and that's blackboard in the front. I'm gonna put these tags on them, like the regular the tag where you put the thingy thing on it. You know what I mean? So that's gonna go on it, and then I can start writing stuff that I don't necessarily want to keep on there. So all of these are gonna go onto these, so I no longer have to like I could take all of these off and switch bins if I need to or whatever it is. But yeah, these are awesome.
Whiteboard.
Yeah, whiteboard, chalkboard.
Now, are you producing this? Is this your tag or?
No, so this is actually Snake Man's Exotics. John from Snake Man's Exotics lives down the road from me, so I get all this stuff pretty easily, and I love these.
Now, if anybody wants to purchase that, how would they go about it?
Just you have to hit up Snake Man's Exotics, send him a DM on Instagram, and he'll get your order out. And
what's the Python Spawn coupon code?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that.
He's not a sponsor.
He's not a
Without
sponsor.
A doubt.
He's not a sponsor, and he doesn't watch my
GPD
videos.
iPhone.
If you want to
That's the
sponsor,
coupon code.
you go through the correct channel.
Yep. I mean.
Oh wow.
You know I got to give you flack.
I mean, I'm all out of my element right now.
It's nothing but love. Nothing but love. Nothing but love.
Hey, we're gonna keep it going. We making it work.
Those are the sponsors.
That's right.
And Ferraro Arts.
And are you sponsoring too?
I mean, I might as well be.
Might as well. Guess I got a new sponsor. I got 3 sponsors now. So yeah. American Stitch Lab is actually going to start doing my apparel, all my apparel. So that's going to be fun. Starting this weekend, he's going to have my orders ready for the Hamburg Expo. So
nice.
Where's Hamburg?
Huh?
Where's the Hamburg show? Where's Hamburg?
Pennsylvania. Yep. It's technically, what town is it in? Hamburg. That's where it is.
It's like an hour west of Allentown.
Yeah.
That is the town.
That is the town, isn't it? Yep. It's close to
What
Cabela's.
city are you in?
That's all I care about.
I'm in Wisconsin, Madison.
Don't tell me you're a Green Bay fan.
No. I'm originally from LA, so I'm a Raiders fan to an extent.
What are you doing over there?
Because my mom moved, and I was like, cool, I guess since I'm 10, I'll go with you. So that's how that worked out.
What part of
I got to pick which socks I wanted to bring, though. So I left my black socks and I brought my blue socks. So,
All right, let me ask you this. What city in LA were you from?
So
that sounds like Compton. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it feels so cliche when you say Compton. But yeah, because that's what most people know, so it's hard. But
is it Compton?
Yeah. Compton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you saw that movie Friday, right?
Yep.
I understand.
I mean, so the thing is that people ask me about LA, and I'm like, I was there when I was 10, so I didn't really do a lot of stuff. I knew my neighborhood. I could talk about my neighborhood, but I didn't get to experience LA. Like, I just knew the feel of my neighborhood and how it felt to be in my projects. I visit here and there, but I'm just going to their house and go hang out at their house. I've yet to go back to LA and like explore LA per se. I did one time with my wife. We went to the boardwalk. Where else did we go? We went to the
Walk of Fame.
Yeah, we went to the Walk of Fame. We did a little bit of sightseeing, but I was like, why am I sightseeing in the city I grew up in? But then I realized I didn't go around the city.
You didn't see it anyway.
So, I wanted to go see my people. So that's what I went to go see my grandma. Got to see her before she passed, like 5 years after that. So I got to see her. Unfortunately, she never got to meet my kids, which sucks, but I still got to see her a good time before she went away. And I'm trying to reconnect with all my family on my dad's side, so they get to meet my kids and see them, and my kids get to meet that side of my family. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm trying to get back to LA because I want to do a family reunion. So I'm trying to get to that next year.
Now, how does the family feel about the reptile business?
So many of them are very supportive, honestly. My cousins are real supportive. They actually post about my stuff, tell people about it, tell people to go check out my YouTube, tell people I've had people call me, was like, hey, what's the name, told me you got snakes. I might be getting a snake. And I'm like, okay, cool, what you trying to get? So they put people in touch with me about snakes, trying to buy snakes. So they've been pushing business my way. Greatly appreciate that.
We got to open a reptile store, GPSnakes and Compton.
They still don't come. They don't come visit the house. They're like, yeah, you got snakes there, but
Don't you find it interesting that the people on your like Facebook network or whatever, like, you know, your friends before you had the reptiles, the few people that actually do follow you consistently, they're like the most random people. You're like,
yep.
You? Who knew?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Right? And they're always chiming in, saying this, that, and the other about it. It's interesting.
I had an ex who followed my YouTube channel and watched it with her kids, which was like super surprising. She told me like they sit down and watch me all the time. They love the channel, and I was like, hey, that's weird, but I appreciate it. It's weird.
No, that's not weird. Hey, Rashawn, you're a celebrity, man. Come on.
I mean, that's why I tell people, don't burn bridges. You never know who you might meet in the future.
That's good advice.
Yep.
Especially reptile community.
Yep.
100%. Tish, what do you got for Gershon? Give us one of them hard-hitting questions.
Man, I told you I came unprepared. I didn't want to have any questions ready.
I'll ask a question.
No,
how about that?
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Okay, good. Do it.
Because I know everybody wants to talk about reptiles all the time, and I'm obviously it's a reptile community. But is there an animal, which I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about, is there an animal outside of the reptile realm that you would want to have, such as Brian Barczyk with his fucking sloth? Is there any other animal that you would want to own?
I kind of wanted a bat.
You too? I thought I was the only one. I've always wanted a bat.
Time out. Gershon. All right, we're gonna give you a second to process the question.
No, that's a great no. That is a fantastic answer. Tell me why, because I need to know. Tell me why.
So it kind of started on YouTube, as all things do, honestly. I was just watching YouTube videos and I came across this video with this lady who had a pet bat. And it just became fascinating the way she was taking care of things she did with it, what she was able to do with the animal. And I was like, that would be very interesting.
What kind of bat?
I don't know, because I don't know bat species.
Okay.
Like that's how
feeding it fruit. I think
it was a fruit bat.
You know, fruit bats get pretty damn big.
I know it was. So she did the whole like from having it as a baby and how big it had gotten, and it was like big, and I was like, whoa, that's cool.
Looks like a cat with wings.
Yeah, it was either a bat. Or I was kind of into one of the shark, like a tank for a shark, and
Sharks
have an
are
actual.
Sharks are
I thought they were
doable, but
kinda
sharks
cool.
are doable.
Big tank, huh?
Yeah, you need a
You know,
big
they
tank.
eat bats in the Philippines.
Dude,
They make
yeah.
it a stew. You know, my people eat that in a stew.
I mean, I heard they had gerbils. They eat gerbils. Gerbils are pretty good apparently. And I'm hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And you can make a good meal out of it. Hey, I'm not one to judge. If it tastes good, it tastes good.
Isn't it
Listen,
Peru
if
that
you're
eats guinea
alone on a
pigs?
deserted island
all
and
the
you're
same
hungry,
thing.
and the only thing available is a fruit bat, a gerbil, and
A snake.
a snake, well, you'll eat the gerbil or the fruit bat.
The gerbil got that fat on it. I'm gonna need that to survive.
No, I think I'm going with the bat. I don't know about you guys. I think the bat's gonna be bigger.
It's gonna be what?
I think the bat's gonna be bigger. I think I'm going for the bat.
It matters. Well, so it matters how many gerbils you got there. Because if I got enough to start breeding gerbils, I can be producing my own food. Yeah,
All right, you're right. You got me there. He thought about this. That answer came a little too quick. That answer came a little too quick. He thought about this.
That Tom Hanks movie. I watched that movie a lot when he was stuck on that island.
Wilson.
Yeah, with him, Wilson.
Castaway.
Yeah.
Castle.
Yeah,
Yep.
Castaway.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched that a lot, so I thought about that quite a bit.
Wilson.
Do your own dental work. All that.
I
fun
watch a
stuff.
lot of Alone. I would build a boat or a
I
raft.
just heard about that. That's the show when people are like by themselves. Somebody at work told me about that. I'm about to start watching it.
Make sure you got time because you're gonna go through the
No
whole
water.
season. It's crazy.
I'll be stuck on the island.
They have like a shorter version of the show. I think it's like Alone. Well, look up for Alone, and then you'll see the other one where there's 3 people. They're dropped off on an area. They are a team, and they have 0 tools.
Okay.
One shot. So somebody kills some giant bison or whatever, right? And then they're like, okay, well, good luck. We'll see you in 30 days. So they've got to skin the bison. They've got to what do you call that? Quarter it or yeah.
I don't know.
They got to gut it. They got to whatever, protect the meat, hang the meat from predators. It's
Dry the meat out. Mm-hmm.
the first. Well, I don't want to tell you.
I can tell you, I'm hitting that little button. Come get me.
And you know what? I'd be sitting there. I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
Come get me.
I'd still be doing all that stuff.
I'm calling Tish. Come get me.
If you're on an island,
Yeah,
you're screwed. I can't swim, bro.
I'm all about trying to survive. I like it. It's cool.
I'll be setting up shop right there.
I'm a camper per se or a survivalist, but I don't mind being out in the woods.
Me neither.
I can
don't
sleep
have
under the
tools,
stars.
But yeah, me neither.
You're
I've done
definitely
it too
not
much.
black. We got it.
I also skateboard, so yes, it makes a difference.
See what I'm saying? It's getting better and better.
All of the things that we weren't supposed to be doing, I was doing them and making sure people see me doing
But
it.
we in 2022 we've got black skateboarders here in LA.
Exactly.
We got them.
One of my favorite skateboarders, his last name is my first name. I'm blanking on his first name right now, but he was like, I had his poster up in my room and everything.
John.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You watching the X Games and all that.
I used to watch X Games.
Who is it?
I used to watch the Winter Games.
Skateboarding with the
I used to
Mexican
buy
guy.
skateboard videos from different companies. I was,
Mosley.
huh?
You're Sean Mosley.
Mosley, yeah.
He did it before
Yeah.
we did.
He was dope. He was dope. He was dope.
He looks a lot like.
I like the way she made it sound like she knew.
No, I was Googling the whole time. But he looks like a young girl.
Right there. She on top of it.
Oh yeah, no. Anytime anybody mentions anything, as soon as he said fruit bat, I looked that up and I'm like, look at that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm an enigma wrapped into a riddle. So you never know what I'm gonna necessarily do, but I'm gonna have fun doing it and I'm gonna be excited about it.
Enigma wrapped into a riddle. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you. I had some.
Dictionary out. Hold on. Hold on. Let me hit the dictionary out.
Spell enigma.
Yeah. Hey Google, how do you spell it?
Hey Siri, how you spell this? I am not good with spelling. No.
So, what's the latest project we're working on since we in the ball python community?
So for me, the latest project is. So what do you mean latest? Is it something I just brought into, or something I'm trying to produce right now?
No.
Something I brought into.
We know you're into the albino clown project. What else besides that?
So I just had some eggs hatched. I did a breeding with Antoine. So I'm working into the.
Who is Antoine? I'm sorry.
Antoine, my desert python.
Who is that? I haven't heard of this guy. He sounds black.
He is one of the guys
Definitely
that
black.
I nerd out with over Marvel stuff. So that's how we connected with the we geeked out on Marvel stuff. Every time a new Marvel movie or show come out, we calling each other talking about it.
Shout out to Antoine.
Talking about snakes.
I'm gonna look on my phone what the last text from Antoine says, and I guarantee it's not nice.
So I was one of the people that told him, yeah, you should do YouTube. Like he was very much not sure if he should do YouTube. He asked a couple of us and I was like, yeah, do YouTube. Why not? 100% do YouTube.
Well, he's got the personality for YouTube.
Exactly.
Too. I mean, come on.
Yes, he does.
Exactly.
And Antoine is low key the funniest guy I know.
Oh, no.
Hilarious.
He is, but he is in contention with Black Magic.
Who is Black Magic?
From Insane Clown Pythons. Oh, the fuck, my God. That guy is
Mike
funny as
Sanders,
shit.
shout out. Insane.
He is undercover one of the funniest people you'll ever talk to. Like, and like, you know, just like smooth, right? You're just talking about, you know, whatever, and then you're like,
did he just say that?
Did he just say that? You know? I get some texts sometimes because I'm like, this is absolutely one of the funniest things I've heard all month. You know what I mean? And I'm like, right? He's insane. And we're funny, but you know, those guys are funny.
Okay. Yeah, I got to talk to him. I took a picture with him at Tinley, and I honestly at the time I didn't realize who he was.
Did he go to Tinley?
No. Are you talking about Mike or are you talking about Antoine?
Mike, I think I took a picture with him at Tinley.
I don't think he's been to Tinley.
He's not been to Tinley?
No.
I found him and I realized he's a black guy, and I was like, okay.
Right.
And then I seen his stuff, and I was like, oh, okay.
Maybe in Las Vegas or Pomona, Anaheim.
Nah, because I haven't been there.
Okay.
Maybe I'm thinking of Antoine's page of a picture of him. That could be it too. That could be it too. But he definitely got some nice stuff. Got some nice stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to get to that point where people. Like, hey, did you see Gershon's stuff over there? I'm trying to get to that point.
They're talking about those albino clowns.
I mean, I hope so, because I've been working on it so long. Oh man, it's so long.
And I like a good albino over a good lavender. Me, personally.
Understandable. I am starting to see the beauty in lavender albino. Because of different hue and the purple and that way it pops, but albino is still that first love. Yeah. And it's hard for me to go, I'm gonna just move away from albino. I just have to make albino interesting to everybody else. That's all I'm trying to do at this point. I know why it's interesting in me. I gotta make y'all see why it's interesting to have. So that's the project I'm working with that now.
I like it.
darker morphs into it to get that contrast to pop more and get that pattern popping with it too. That's the plan.
So speaking of darker morphs, what is your favorite dark morph?
It was GHI. I really like GHI, but Blackhead is starting to creep up there. I'm really starting to dig Blackhead, and then like Wookiee is back there, and I'm watching. I'm watching because I'm like, oh, Wookiee keep popping up and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's got Wookiee in it. That look nice. That look nice.
With that being said, which of the dark morphs super form looks the best to you?
Ooh.
You like a super GHI over a
Wookiee?
super Blackhead?
I think that's where the Blackhead is gonna push forward on me. The super Blackhead looks a lot better to me, and I don't know. I've heard that the super GHI has an issue, so I'm been like gravitating more to the super Blackhead. But just looks alone, the super Blackhead pushes ahead for me for super
What
GHI.
we got, Tish? What we got?
That's
Show
the
'em what we
Wookiee.
got.
Ooh.
That's the Wookiee.
He's in shed,
That's in the back. We're looking at it.
Mm.
Is that single gene Wookiee?
No, he's a cinnamon fire Wookiee.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I was like that. That's got to be something else in there. And being a geek that I am, the Wookiee name itself, it's Star Wars, so I have to.
Yeah, exactly. So what is the super Wookiee called? Is that a Jabba? Is that what is that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm really interested in that too.
What would you call it? Chewbacca?
It would have to be Chewbacca.
I don't
It
know.
would have to.
It would have to be.
Has there even
would
been
be
one?
the culmination of it.
Right.
No.
Super Wookiee.
Is it?
Has
Is there-
anybody?
I don't know. Has anybody even hit that yet?
I just looked it up. It just, well, I don't know. The Kraken shows up, but I don't remember what is in the Kraken.
Chocolate, Wookiee, and ooh, don't put me on the Justin spot.
Okay. My bad.
He's got a million combos.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard of a super Wookiee before. Is it an incomplete dominant?
I would hope somebody would call it Chewbacca.
Well,
I would.
Because I have
We
no
can
idea.
call it. We
There's
can
a-
start this
hey,
thing now.
You can name it right now. We're calling it Chewbacca.
You kind of have to produce it to name it, don't you? That's the rule.
No, we're putting it in the universe. So whoever's watching, if they hit it before you, Chewbacca. Then
I
we
mean-
can thank you.
Yeah, we'll be like, we'll just reach out to them on Morph Mark. How much for the Chewbacca? What are you talking about? It's the Chewbacca.
Oh, man.
So I speaking of nerd stuff, I am hoping to make Batmans this year, and of course I'm trying to get that into the Albino Clown project because I wanted to make an Albino Clown Batman
Nice.
and call it what was I gonna call it? Oh, dang it.
Bruce Wayne.
The Joker.
So there's actually a Batman that's a yellow. Is it a white lantern? And they have it's like there's a certain name for him. I forget it right now. But I
You
want
gotta call the albino version of Bruce Wayne.
You're
You
saying a
have to.
white bat?
It's like because so Batman there's a comic where Batman becomes a white lantern. So it's like a Green Lantern, but it's a different color. And I was gonna name it after that, but I don't think it's. I think it's just White Lantern Batman. I don't think it's an actual like name.
Bruce Wayne as White Lantern Batman, Prime Earth, DC Comics.
Google's undefeated.
It did. Very much so.
It's killed by Vandal Savage.
And that was another thing I was gonna make a lot. Try to make stuff. If I ever can make my own, morph, I'm gonna make it a comic book name. That's just.
So what's your favorite all-time favorite. You can only have one comic book
Spider-Man.
stuck on an island.
Spider-Man.
Really?
Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man is number one. Spider-Man is number one, and then Batman is number two. And
So
then
here,
Black
I always
Panther.
have this argument, right, about superheroes. Because I think some of them shouldn't be called superheroes. Just because you have money, you shouldn't be a superhero.
I
True.
agree.
You need to have some kind of a superpower.
Mm-hmm.
See, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that.
I gotta agree with that.
Of course you can, because you like Spider-Man.
Yeah, what?
Spider-Man has powers though.
Spider-Man and
Okay.
Batman both have
He has
powers.
powers.
Wait, hold on.
Powers.
Hold on.
Okay,
Let's geek out. Let's geek out for a second. All right. So what can Spider-Man do?
Fucking
No.
swing through
Well, he can
made
stick
that.
to walls.
He made that.
He
He
has
made
the
that.
webs. He has
made
super
that.
strength. He can
Hold on.
jump between buildings. Like, come on. That's a fucking superhero. No human can do any of that shit.
He has super strength, he has super agility. He has the ability to crawl walls. He has the ability to attach to any circles. He has a spider sense that awares him of danger,
It's like a sixth
imminent
sense.
danger to him at that moment. He's able to sense that. So he also kind of has this weird connective power through other spider people
Through
of
the
the spider
Spider-Verse.
universe.
Yep.
And when they get together, they kind of get stronger too. So he does have a lot of powers. He did make his own webs. He made his web shooters.
Right.
Some versions, his webs come out of him.
But he has superpowers.
He has superpowers.
Okay, I agree with that. I don't agree with Batman. He's not a superhero.
Batman is not a
I don't agree
superhero.
with man. You just can't be rich. Your superpower can't be money.
But that's not why Batman's.
That's a fucking power.
Because he's rich.
I'm trying
It's
to
because he
look at the
trained himself. He trained to be an awesome fighter, but he's also the world's greatest detective. He's the world's greatest strategist. He can take down the whole Justice League, who has powers. He can take them all down by himself. He's made contingency plan for every superhero. That's his power. His ability to figure out situations and defeat villains that he should not be able to defeat.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Easily.
Let me ask you this. Let's say Alan has figured out that he's Bruce Wayne, and they attack Bruce Wayne at one of these galas. What is his superpower? How is he getting away?
Well, that's the same thing with Clark Kent. They can kill Clark
I'm
Kent on the
just
day
hold
off.
on. Hold on.
Clark Kent
We
does
geeking
have
out,
legit
we geeking
superpowers.
out.
He's from another planet. Like, that's different.
I mean, you do have to have some kryptonite to kill Clark Kent, or be a magic user. He's weak to magic. But Batman is always on his game, though.
Oh,
He barely gets surprised. Like,
Damn it.
he's always a step ahead. That's his ability.
so when you watched the Batman versus Superman, who were you rooting for? Before you knew the ending.
Superman.
So it's not fair because I already read the comic of that, so I knew how that fight was supposed to go. I still like Batman more than Superman.
But he can't beat Superman. I'm sorry.
He can though. That's the thing.
So
He can't be Superman.
over here it says
With
Batman is a vigilante,
Okay, hold
not
on.
a superhero.
See,
Just saying.
there it is. With prep time. We're
Mhm.
talking about Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne have a fight. Who's going to win?
Clark Kent. Every day. All day.
You have to have specifics in that fight. Is it?
No. They met up at a gala.
Is it
Bruce
show
Wayne
up?
holding a bright green glowing rock. Tonight?
No, he doesn't have that.
Ooh.
Bruce always does that. That's what they do. He built his phone, my guy.
He
That's what
don't have the belt with him.
always carrying it.
So
The moment Superman came on the scene, he tried to figure out how to defeat that guy. Because he knows anybody that is a good guy could be pushed to the bad side and become a problem. That's the way his mind works. Worst case scenario on everything.
Okay. So now, I'm glad we geeked out on the comics and the superheroes. Now, the most important question. In the ball python industry, which superhero do you play?
Oh. Oh wow.
Like, you've done it. You've done it. You've completely stunned him. I've never heard him speechless.
That's that. Oh. I would say. I'm either the Flash. I would say the Flash.
I thought that was an obvious answer. I thought you were automatically gonna say Spider-Man.
No, because I guess so. Because you like, but I mean, Flash is the same. He's always trying to make everybody happy. Always trying to be the kind of life of the party. Keep people positive. Spider-Man is the same way with jokes. So yeah, but I'm always in the background. It seems like too. It feels like because I'm always trying to push people forward. And Flash does stuff so fast that you don't necessarily see him do it, but you see what happens after what he's done.
You've seen the results of what he's done.
Exactly. And that's how I feel I operate in the community. Like I do stuff, helping people, getting people inspired to do stuff, getting people on YouTube, getting people to show other people what they're doing. And you see the remnants of me doing that and them blossoming, becoming their own kind of YouTube people or growing in the community. So I think Spider-Man is more of a in your face.
I like it.
That's how I feel.
That's a great analogy. I like it.
Yeah.
So now, going forward, I don't ever want to hear about Spider-Man.
But Spider-Man's still my favorite. He's all day. I don't know.
Nah. You're the Flash. That's it. Superhero?
Superhero.
Oh, gotta be Deadpool. Oh.
Deadpool. Okay.
He's the funniest. He's immortal. Can't be killed. Come on. That's it. I'm Deadpool. Who you got, Tish?
Huh?
It's hard.
Who you got, Tish?
Who's your favorite superhero?
I don't really have one. Spider-Man's the only one I ever grew up with, really.
Oh wow, here we go.
I love Spider-Man, and my son loves
Jiminy
Spider-Man.
Crimey.
I know the most about Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse. That's because my son loves it. So that's.
You are now Captain Obvious.
I can't even think of anybody right now. I really can't.
Captain America was in the military.
Fair enough.
Captain American was in the military. That is true. But I ain't as brave as him. That's for damn sure. I am not going on a grenade to help anybody. Sorry.
You not falling on a grenade?
I ain't falling on no grenade.
Oh,
Nope.
you falling on one for your son. I know that.
Oh yeah, for my son. That's about it.
That's why someone
all
followed
right.
him.
Exactly. That's exactly why.
All right.
So real quick before we continue, I want to do some sponsorship shout outs. First shout out is going to be American Stitch Lab. He's the official sponsor to Python Spawn and pretty much everything else. My second sponsor is Jungle Bob's Reptile World. He is going to be I'm going to be selling all of his merchandise through all the shows that I go to, and you'll have a special promo code on my videos as well. So I just wanted to do a quick shout out for those two before we went on. Later on, when I get this live stuff going better for me, that I can actually like start to do it, because Vinny right now does everything. We're going to put those logos on there.
Hi, Vinny. Oh.
That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. He doesn't like to be on camera.
Oh,
But
gosh.
yeah.
Okay.
So expect to see more of Jungle Bob stuff and American Stitch Lab apparel. I'll also be wearing a lot of their apparel soon too, as well as
Nice,
selling my
nice.
own apparel. So yeah, just wanted to squeeze that in there.
Gershon, you got that 12-foot boa waiting for us?
Yeah, what
Oh,
happened with that?
but
Wait,
I'll get her
disconnect
one
again.
sec.
Disconnect.
Don't disconnect.
Okay.
Yeah, don't kick the phone off again.
Okay, don't like that.
I'm gonna bring over. While he does that, I might as well bring over, in my opinion, another type of reptile. They're the reptile family. They're in the reptile family. He gets a boa, I get something else because I want to play with something.
Okay.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Put your headphones on.
That's a true red tail, right?
So I don't think it's a true red tail because it's not as her tail's not as red. It's more kind of burgundy.
No, I think that's a true, man.
So Dre, I know Dre from
The saddles are so spread apart. That's why I say that.
really. So I don't know much about red tail boas. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got her when she was a month old,
Ah,
and she was like maybe a foot and a half.
Dang, she's big.
She is a beast.
I can't wait for mine to get that big, man. Mine's still
Oh, you
itty
have
bitty.
one too?
Yeah, I got that little the Pink Panther boy, and then I'm gonna get a girl soon too.
Yeah, she's nice. She's nice, Gershon.
She's a
She actually just shed 'cause I thought she was still in the shed.
Are you gonna breed her, or is she just a pet?
Yeah, she's just a pet.
Hmm.
So
She
you
is
just
my dog.
give her all the retired breeder rats. Huh?
Yeah.
well. That's what.
She,
Yeah, that's literally the reason to get a boa.
everything, all the mediums that don't get eaten, she picks them out.
She's pretty docile.
Yeah, I mean, I've had her since she was a month old, so
How was the
I've been
cage?
working with her.
How's the cage aggression on her? Do you have to take a snake hook to her, like to tap her before you take her out the cage?
No, I honestly just have to make sure she realizes it's not food time. When she smells food, she goes hard. She's banging against the tub, ready to come out, ready to eat.
Is she
There's no-
solely on
How
rats?
was a bite from her?
What was that?
How was the bite from her?
Oh, I've never gotten bit from her.
Oh,
So
So
I
how
don't know.
often is she eating?
she eats a 3-pound rabbit
There was my question.
every 2 weeks.
wow.
That's a yeah.
That's a nice meal.
Frozen
That's
or
Frozen.
For the
She's
audience,
only
that means
frozen.
frozen thought, not
Yeah,
literally frozen.
That's what I mostly feed is frozen thaw to all my animals. Just because live is hard to get weekly, and I'm not breeding rats because the wife doesn't like the smell of rats.
I hear that.
I mean, who does really?
Yeah.
I understand. My wife has a super nose, so she smells everything.
I have a super nose too, but you know what? You know,
Yeah, now that I see her actual pattern, yeah, she's probably a common boa. The true
Yeah.
boas have a lot less saddles on them,
I'm still learning genetics on
but
boas.
it's still nice.
She is a pretty girl.
That was my first snake was a boa, red tail
Oh,
boa.
really?
Yeah. And
I'm late to the
So
boa game,
strong, too.
got away,
for sure.
got lost in the car, got out of the car, whatever.
I'm definitely late to the boa game.
Now, what is that on your shoulder there?
That's a dove.
are you gonna start a magic act?
It's a reptile-ish. Okay? It's a reptile-ish. It's in the
Okay,
reptile-ish family.
Yes.
Now, does this one have clipped wings?
Yes, all of my birds, including the chickens, everything has clipped wings.
We don't have to worry about it flying away.
Nope. Nope. The ducks
You
have
got
clipped
birds in there
wings.
too?
Yeah, the doves, the ducks, the chickens, they all have clipped wings. Because I let
Are
them
you
out.
gonna breed that?
They already, yeah, they're a breeding pair. So they mate for life.
So you're gonna breed them and sell them, or breed them and just have loads of birds?
I haven't decided. I think I might get attached. These birds are actually really cool. They don't do much, but they're very quiet. They're not that messy. They're awesome. I keep them outside for now, because they love the outside. I like to keep them as much as I
Is it
can
hot?
outside. It is, but they're. Have you seen any of my videos lately?
Lately, no. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I'm behind too. I gotta catch up.
it's okay. I understand. The outside area is a pen, and then it's shaded. So all the animals go in there. They have the choice of going in there, or they stay outside. So everybody's free range, including the birds, except for the rabbits. The rabbits they're still too small. They can get under the fence, but the birds are able to stay out because all of their stuff is clipped. Even with the cage open, they still don't want to go. I keep the cage open, they still don't want to go. So.
Hey, they know a good life.
Yeah. Yep.
What do you
of the
feed those?
animals.
What do you feed them?
Yeah, they're on dove diet. I get the food from Chewy. 20-pound bag, lasts forever.
The same food as you feed the rats?
No. The rats get a bit of everything. Because lately the rat food prices have been going up skyrocket. I was starting to pay. I paid in the beginning of the year $18 for a 50-pound bag, and now it's up to 32. So now we're.
Meanwhile, I'm like, yeah. I mean, I think we pay 30. Sometimes 28. We can get it down to, but.
Yeah, the prices have gone skyrocket.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. The only thing I do now, I supplement. So I do get dog food, and a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, one store in particular donates their open bagged dog food to me weekly.
Oh, okay.
So I do get help with that. So that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and then whenever I have military, they keep all of the lettuce and the bread. So I give the bread to the rodents and the lettuce to all of the rest of the animals that enjoy vegetables. So.
Nice.
Nothing goes to waste.
Gershon, you want to show us your most prized snake that you produced and held back?
Oh, I'm curious. Let's see.
So that's not fair.
Why is that not fair?
Cause it's gonna. I mean, everybody sees it. It's gonna be my albino clown.
Love it.
Just cause
This
I
one
worked
we
so
go
hard
to.
to make it.
I
Yeah.
love
I
it.
know, but he's so hard to show color. In this room on stream usually. So I'm gonna try to see how good I can do that. So here he is, Cyclops. He's a little dirty.
Is that his name?
Does
Cyclops?
he have one eye?
He has one eye. So one eye right there. His other space for his eye is gone. Come on, show people your eye. No eye there.
Aww.
Did he have a hard time learning to eat, or was he?
Not at all. He's a beast. He eats with no hesitation.
Put him
Like,
closer to
just-
the camera.
You just got to get him.
Yeah, right there. Now we can see the
You can
pattern.
definitely see the
Oh,
pattern.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's tie-dyed.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's probably
Is
got
he
Unfortunately-
just a single gene albino
Oh,
clown?
absolutely.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Because I hatched out the clutch he came from had an inchy albino clown in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't come out the egg. It didn't survive.
Oh.
It had no eyes.
Now,
Oh.
let me ask you this. Is that transferable? So if you breed him, will half the babies have no eyes or one eye or?
So I was told it's not transferable. it's not something he'll pass on.
Right.
It's an albino thing sometimes.
Okay.
Because they're supposedly only like 2 to 3 different actual albino lineages in the whole community, I think. So they're kind of still on top of each other.
Was it a albino to albino pairing to produce this?
It was in a clown head albino to a albino inchy head clown.
So it was only visual on one side.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And I hit 6 eggs. I hit 6 clowns.
Wow.
And 3 albinos.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
2 of them were inchies and didn't make it out the egg. So I hit 3 albino clowns on this clutch, and only this guy made it out. The other clowns made it. The albino clowns didn't make it.
Are you going to repeat the pairing?
I did repeat the pairing, but I also threw my lavender spot nose pastel head clown male to that same girl. So either I will hit albino clowns, inchy albino clowns, or I will hit Batmans that are 100% head clown or 100% head albino, and hopefully hit some inchy clowns. I want to make an inchy Batman.
You said the other one was lavender, right?
Oh, that's another project.
No,
I
you said the pairing you just did was a lavender albino.
No, that's albino. I only did a inchy clown to a lavender albino project, and just to make double hits, and I got all males. So out of 5 eggs, all the babies are males. So that didn't go so well this season. Unfortunately. So here's my
issues.
I know, and I usually get a decent amount. But here is his sister.
Oh, a nice inchy.
Oh, beautiful, yeah.
She's an inchy clown, 100% head albino. And
yes,
hey, they eat. They eat.
Let me ask you something. Is this one for sale or a holdback?
Oh, she a holdback.
Of course. Now, show me one that's for sale. I guarantee it's not that big.
It's not, because they just hatched. So these guys are actually a year old. Oh, close to a year old.
Everybody plays favorites.
This is true. This is true.
Hey, it doesn't make you a bad person.
It don't. But then I actually switched from feeding once a week to every other week now. So I've been feeding every other week now for the last 8 months.
Do you see a difference in growth?
I see the same rate of growth, but I see them hold on to more of that milk. So they're not pooping as much because they're actually digesting a lot more of that rat.
Right.
And their feeding response is a lot better. They don't seem to be trying to hurry up and digest to get ready for that next meal.
Right.
Do you increase the size of the rodent?
What was that?
Do you increase the size of the rodent?
Nope, same size. Same size. So he's on pups. He's eating pups. Yeah.
Every other week on pups.
Every other week, he's eating pups.
Wow.
Yeah, we do that with our adults, but all the littles we feed once a week.
Sorry, Vinny.
The dove just landed on my head.
My bad.
The runaway dove.
So I've been so with my hatchlings that like just hatch out, I try to feed them once a week for the first like 4 to 5 meals, and then move them to every other week just to give them that healthy weight first. I feel like it helps them a little better, and doesn't get their metabolism too fat jump started to be digesting too fast. So as of right now, it's been working.
Please offer the first meal.
After that first shed.
Same day, next day, 1 week, 2 weeks.
So I try to feed on Sundays. So if you shed on Friday, I'm gonna wait till Sunday to feed you.
Got it.
Now if
you shed on Monday.
If you shed on Monday, I'm gonna throw a meal at you Tuesday.
Oh.
I think that's too long to wait. I'm gonna throw a meal at you Tuesday. And
so that's usually next day or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you something I really like, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I made you. You need to eat, because everything you want to make it. You happy you make it.
Right.
They're the ones that don't eat right. And you be like, come
always.
Come on.
What do you?
The best snake in every clutch doesn't eat. He's got to sit feed him. He's acting funny.
Yep.
That quadruple head smashing food.
Yep.
Individual, nothing.
What do you start your bull pythons on?
Itchy albino clown pie. Oh, let me say that right. I have an itchy that's 100% het albino clown pie, a female and a male that I'm holding back, and they're not eating the way I want.
Holy grails.
Well, it's just albino, so it won't be the holy grail.
It's a holy grail. I don't give a damn. I don't want to hear that shit about lavender and alpine. I don't want to hear it. It's a triple visual. It's a holy grail.
Understandable. That's where I'm taking that project. It was add another recessive to it.
Yes, Tish. Are you raising your hand?
I don't have an aggressive enough voice.
Oh.
What do you have? What do you start your bull pythons on? Do you start them on mice or pups or ASFs?
So, depending on their size, I start them on either fuzzy rats or rat pups. That first meal is a frozen thawed every time.
Really?
Are you good? Do they take it every time?
I'm offering that first meal as a frozen thawed. If they take it, great. Usually that doesn't happen.
Do you leave it in there, or do you dangle it?
I dangle it. I get that head real hot. I dangle it in front of them, make sure they see it, get their attention, play around for a little bit. If they don't take that, then I move on to a live fuzzy mouse, just because they need that smell and that movement. It gets them going. But I try to do frozen thaw first. And last year, I had usually only 1 or 2 out of a clutch wouldn't take the frozen thaw right away. And then I would have to do a live. And then after that live feeding, the next feeding, I try frozen thaw it again. And usually they would pick up and take it. So it's a process. You got to be patient. It sucks sometimes.
So how many frozen thaws do you waste?
So that's why I'm real particular the way I do it too. So if I'm gonna feed hatchlings, I'm gonna make sure that I have older hatchlings that probably will eat that day too. So I only thaw out the ones for the new hatchlings, and whoever doesn't eat that, it moves over to the older hatchlings, so that food doesn't get wasted. So it takes a little more time, but.
What's the total number of snakes you have right now, including hatchlings?
Ooh, that's gonna get me in trouble.
With the wife?
She don't watch this, so we okay.
I was gonna say just write it in the chat.
Let me think.
Meanwhile, I'm like trying to sneak in snakes behind Kylan's back. I'm like, maybe he won't notice.
That would be great if she would sneak snakes in. Oh, that would be great. 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think I'm actually almost at 60.
Wow.
That's a long feeding day.
60. It is, and I usually feed Sunday, so I'll start about 7 o'clock.
How long does it take to feed the collection? On average, 60 snakes, frozen thaw.
3 to 4 hours.
Damn, that's a long
Okay.
time.
3 to 4 hours. Yeah.
That does that
Sundays.
include defrosting? The defrosting process?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. All right.
Now, how do you defrost?
So I just take the snakes. I take the rats, put them into different tubs. I separate my smalls and my mediums because sometimes they're hard to tell the size sometimes.
Right.
So I separate those, but I put the rat pups in with the mediums because that extra body heat helps thaw them out a little faster too. I put them in hot water for 10 minutes, and then after 10 minutes, I drain the water, do another 10-minute soak with hot water, and check their body, make sure it's not frozen or anything. If it is, I give it another 5 minutes, and then I go feed.
So they're getting not only a meal, but they're getting a lot of liquid too.
Sorry.
Yeah, I do dry them off a little bit before they go in, but that extra water does help.
Right.
Helps go down, helps it slide down easier. So I go with it.
Right.
The thing that really takes the time is sometimes they get picky. Sometimes it's not warm enough for them, so you got to rewarm the head up.
Some you use a blow dryer, or you just run it under water?
Yeah, I use a blow dryer sometimes, and sometimes I just run the water.
Okay.
You probably can hear my wife taking a shower now.
We can't hear.
Okay, because I can hear it, and it's loud.
Well, now that she's taking a shower, you can tell us all your dirty secrets.
Now we need to know the amount of snakes you have now, since nobody can hear you.
Yeah, what's the real number? 600?
Technically, I'm at like 65. I forgot there's a clutch in the incubator that just hatched.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 66. There's 6 in there. Oh shit. There's 6 in there. And there's another clutch that's gonna hatch in 3 days. So, and that's 5 eggs.
70. Yeah.
So the numbers is going
How many
up.
clutches you expecting this season?
Oh, so I'm already at 10. I got 10 on the ground.
Okay.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I might have 5 more girls to go this season. I know.
So we got a pretty good success rate on hatching. You know, as far as your female ratio is concerned.
Yeah. A lot of girls went that I wasn't expecting this season, which is a good and a bad thing because now.
So let me ask you this: did you pair them?
I did.
And you were expecting them to hatch.
I did, but I paired them with the idea of what is it? Maybe 50% of these girls are gonna go.
Right.
That's how I pair.
Yeah.
With 50% is gonna go.
Now, are you doing season or are you doing ultrasound? When do you figure out it's time to put a male in?
Both. So I try to start pairing in October, but I also use an ultrasound to see where they are.
Okay.
So that first pairing, I usually try to do the first pairing in October if that girl's up to size and ready to go and showing signs like she's over in the cold side of the tub. I'll throw a male in there, and then I'll check her in a month and see where her follicles are. Okay. If I see they're growing, I'll throw a male again, and then I'll wait till she gets closer to either 15 to 20 millimeters, and then I'll throw a male in. That'll be his 3rd time in with that girl. And then after that, I'll wait till about 30 millimeters and I'll throw it in one more time. And then that's the last time the male will see that girl.
The last lock is 30 millimeters.
Yeah. I've been trying to preserve my males.
How many males will you put to different females? I mean, what male? How many females I put to one male? Yeah. How many females does one male get?
So it depends on what the project is, but
it's your super banger male. This guy, you want him everything.
You can go to everybody. Don't give me a triple visual with a codon. He tagging everybody. Everybody getting work with him. But usually with the ultrasound, max maybe 10 to 11. I'm not at those numbers yet.
Wow.
But with the ultrasound, I can definitely do that.
So basically, that's 30 locks.
Yeah.
30 locks. Over how many month period?
It also depends on that girl, how she grows.
Okay.
If that girl's growing follicles slowly, that male won't get to her as often. If she's a quick grower, he'll hit her first. And I'm also trying to learn how to rotate the rotation, if that makes sense. So let me ask you this. If the male locks today, Tuesday, he locks today. When does he get to lock again? If he locks Tuesday, he'll get taken out for 3 to 4 days. He'll get a meal. And then he'll go in with another girl on the 5th day.
Okay.
He'll go to another girl on the 5th day.
So let's say he doesn't eat that meal. Do you still parent?
If he is a good sized male, he'll get paired again.
Okay.
He'll get paired again. It's only been this season where my males have still eaten during breeding season. Usually my males go off food, so when you're pairing them, do you go to a smaller meal for the males? No, I just offer them smalls. All my males eat smalls. All my breeder size males eat smalls, so I just offer them a small. I do want to do what Antoine does. He gives them a wrap up. Yeah. But I don't breed my own stuff, so I don't have stuff on hand to be able to do that. So, but when I do have stuff on hand, I'm probably gonna try to do that.
Just jump in there.
Well, it's a little bit past my son's bedtime, and I gotta put him to bed. So we're gonna have to cut this right about here.
And now I have to go take a shower because this reptile pooped on my head.
Oh no! Stop it!
The flying reptile.
It literally flew off her shoulder on my head, was on there for like 5 seconds and pooped.
That's good luck. Now go get a Powerball or a Mega Millions.
Yeah. I missed the $1 billion.
You know, that whole time she was on me,
yeah,
or he was on me, he didn't even poop on me.
Wow.
So I guess we're gonna have to wait till next time to hear about clipping the,
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
You want to get into the whole farm aspect of Python spawn exotics.
That's right. Yes, that's
and you want to know the whole banding process with goats. Yep, looks like we're gonna have to wait until next time to talk about all that.
Maybe one day we could get a little webcam going out there and put it in the corner.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good
We have an
idea.
extra one. Just need like a USB extender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you guys.
So Andrew and Jeff, the itchy triple heads, they're not eating as well as I would like them to be eating. They're only in their. Oh, I had to pull it up on my phone. I pulled it up on the phone.
Oh, okay. I can't see any chat, so if anybody's commenting, sorry, I didn't
go on your
respond.
phone. You know it's on the screen too. It's on your. You can go on your phone and it's on the screen.
Where's it? Where's the live chat?
Oh, he can't see it.
He can't see the live.
Oh, then you have to go on your.
On YouTube.
I knew that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say I can't see it.
Go on your
nonetheless,
phone.
just shout out to everybody. Appreciate you guys joining.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, everybody.
Man.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
It was good.
Yes.
People think I'm too busy to ask to come on lives. And I'm like, no, just give me a date and I can see if I can work it out. Just let me know.
I'm just glad we can geek out on something other than ball pythons. That was pretty cool. We got to learn a little bit more about the man behind GPSnakes.
Absolutely.
I appreciate
Come
that.
to Los Angeles. We're here for you.
Okay, definitely.
We're going to give you a real tour of your hood.
We'll show you the outside. We'll show you outside of Compton.
Let's go watch towers first.
I went to Watts Towers. I've been there.
All right. Then we go on to Crenshaw. Get some fried fish.
I like it.
Yeah, are you going to Arlington?
No. I'm not going to Arlington. Unfortunately.
I'm going. They're going. Like, why don't you want to go to Arlington?
Oh, I want to go.
I've never even met you in person.
I want to go. The funds aren't there to go yet, unless some people start buying some snakes, and that's a different story.
I hear that. I hear that.
Why don't you show us a snake that's for sale?
Yeah, why don't you show us a few before we jump off of here?
Okay, I'll show you this one. She's still not eating as like I would like her to.
All right, everybody that's watching right now, this is the Arlington fun.
She is a yellow belly, just like a great example of yellow belly.
She head pied?
She's head pied.
That's some serious tracks.
She's head pied and she's head clown. She's not inchy. She's not. I wish she was inchy. I got some inchy yellow bellies in the incubator that I hatched out, and they're head pie too, and 66% head clown.
All right, perfect. We're gonna sell that one to Terrence T. Key. Yellow belly, everything.
For $5,000.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. Most of the stuff is yet to have a meals, unfortunately. I had my rat breeder had a winter accident, so he lost a good chunk of his collection. So he's trying to build his rats back up. Okay. And all the rat breeders in Wisconsin, a lot of them quit. So the few we still have, the bigger guys are kind of soaking up all their rats.
Right.
I'm trying to find rats here and there where I can.
And now the price is going up.
Exactly. So not the best time to be trying to find new rat people.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, we appreciate you coming on the live.
Very much so. Thank you so much.
You were the first
Always
guest,
a pleasure.
So it's gonna be memorable.
Yep.
Oh, I feel so special. Thank you.
GP, aka Flash.
Yep.
Oh, I lost. Can you hear me?
Oh. We can hear you.
Yeah. Flash, can you hear us?
Okay, there. I put the wire out. I can hear you now.
Flash, can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Oh, he's back. He's back. All right.
That's not his superpower.
It's not electronics.
It's not. Hey, we all got weaknesses.
That's all right.
I hope IT is not your day job.
Oh, if it was, I'd be loving that because I'd be at home all day messing up stuff.
Flash Noobs is Cisco, right?
That's right.
Yeah, exactly, Cisco. So, side note, Flash is about to end this season, this show. It was a really good show for the first 3 seasons, and then it got weird. Then I just let it go.
Let it go.
So, to see it go.
I'm going outside to get our food.
All right.
Kylan, you know what time it is for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got
you.
Thanks for Gershon.
Thank you, Gershon. Thank you so much for coming on.
No problem.
We'll speak soon.
And thanks to everybody who joined in.
Absolutely.
See you next time.
All right. Peace.